Come to My Garden, musical analysis by Abbigayle Welch. Lucy Simon grew up in a very musical family. Her older sister Joanna is a classical opera singer, and her little sister Carly is a folk rock singer-songwriter. In her younger years, Carly and Lucy were known as the Simon Sisters, who toured around singing folk rock together. Later, Lucy decided that she would settle down, get married, and have children. After all of her children were grown, she decided to get back into the music industry. She dove into musical theater, combining the talent of both her sisters and using them as inspiration. Lucy Simon was a major part of the creation of The Secret Garden, first Broadway musical to be created and directed entirely by women. It premiered April 5, 1991. As composer of this musical, she played an integral part in its success. She was even nominated for a Tony and Drama Desk Award for her musical contributions to the show, as well as a Grammy Award for the musical recording of the score. Largely contributing to her success was her ability to integrate songs of multiple styles into her score. Songs such as Wick, Hold On, and Come Spirit, Come Charm brought a more folk-like style to the show, whereas songs such as Lily's Eyes and Girl in the Valley and Come to My Garden were set to be a more operatic, dramatic style. The peppy style of the folk songs and somber, lyrical tone of the operatic ones is a good representation of the contrast of the living and the dead in the musical. It also serves as a symbol of her and her sisters and the differences that they all share. The operatic songs are a tribute to her older sister Joanna, and the more folk-like songs show elements of Carly's expertise. Each of these songs has their own voice and purpose in the overall plot of the musical, and although they may be different, they work together to effectively tell the story. In this musical analysis, I will focus on one of her more famous songs from the show, Come to My Garden, and how Simon was able to contrast it with the other pieces in the show. Lily, a dead mother, is well aware of her beloved son, Colin, and that he is cursed with an illness that, if not cared for and treated properly, will eventually lead to his death. She wants only what is best for him. She knows that as much as she would love to hold him in her arms again, he needs to live. She is also aware that she is the only one who can reach out to him and comfort him in his state of seclusion and rebellion. However, the only way that she can accomplish this is if she can get him to come to her garden. The garden possesses magical qualities, and she knows that if she can get him there, he will immediately be healed. The song Come to My Garden is Lily's plea for her son to get him to come to her garden. The song is split up into 4 sections: the intro, Lily's section, Colin's section, and then the 4th section where both of them sing together in a duet. Lily's section can be split up into 3 parts. The first 2 parts could be considered A and A prime. They are very similar and both contain the refrain, but have minor differences in lyric and cadence. The 3rd part of Lily's section is the climax of the piece, as she sings Stay There in My Garden Where Love Grows Free and Wild. It is the highest note in the piece and is very intense, which makes sense because this lyric is an important part of why Lily wants her son to remember that she loves and cares for him. Then for 8 measures, we hear Colin singing by himself. We modulate to the key of C major, which makes the song have a bit more stability. Thus far, the composer seems to flirt with different key signatures, but as soon as we get to the section of C major, for the most part, we stay there. It shows that Colin believes that what his mother is telling him, and the feeling of being solidly in the key brings a feeling of peace and comfort. As the song concludes, it seems as though Colin has finally given in to the lures of his mother, and he agrees to go with her to the garden. He joins with her in duet as we combine Lily and Colin's sections together to create a feeling of cohesion. A sense of magic then appears again at the end of the song when the musical qualities of the intro return, reminding us of the events that are to come. This is the theme that is used throughout the entire musical. The timbre and melodic contour of this song reflects the motif. Opening with chimes immediately gives us a feel of magic and mystery that is so prevalent in the plot of the story at this point, introducing us to the idea that there might be a hint of magic that is about to occur. Although this song is written in E-flat major, the combination of major and minor thirds the combination of major thirds and minor seconds in the opening gives us the feel of a parallel key of an E harmonic minor key signature, as indicated in this pattern right here. We can see that we start in E major, and we have a major third right here, and then a minor second, and then a major second, and another major second. And we end on C sharp, and then we go into the key of C sharp major, and we start on the tonic here, where we have that same pattern again. Major third, minor second, major second, and another major second, where we go to the N harmonic of B flat, and we continue on in that pattern for the entire intro. It has a luring and snake-like charm. This serves as foreshadowing to the miraculous healing that happens when Colin finally does go to the garden. As a benefit of Lucy's brilliant use of this, the actress can use these musical elements in her attempts to persuade her son to come to the garden. In addition to this, the octave leaps as Lily sings "Come to my garden" are also luring and persuasive. She uses them to try and to entice her son and to listen to her. As the opening phrase of the song, it gives her power while still being soft and comforting. When Colin eventually joins in the duet, the song takes on a new tone. We change keys to the familiar key of C major, and the musical choices seem to be much more conservative and less risky. With hardly any accidentals, the music becomes very predictable, exactly how we might suspect things to happen. As Colin sings, his tone is very submissive. Through the entire show, we see Colin as a very rash and overwhelmingly stubborn child who does not want to receive help from anyone. It is at this moment that he finally opens up, and we get to see his soft side as he is comforted by his mother, even in lyric as he sings, "Lift me up and lead me to your garden where life begins anew. There I'll find you and I'll find you love me too." We can see that Colin has had a major change of heart at this point in the plot. This shows in the musicality of his portion of the duet as well. He conforms to Lily's melody as he sings very conservative harmony that complements the melody she is singing. The duet between the mother and son in this portion is a very good example of 18th century counterpoint, and is comprised mostly of thirds and eighths with an occasionally passing tone or suspension here and there. This song's to be a bridging gap between two differing styles in the show. It carries the overarching musical theme of the show. Perhaps that is why it has become so famous and so dear to the heart of Lucy Simon. It is the perfect mix of folk and operatic, showing everything that is dear to her heart, especially showcasing her sister's musical styles in this piece. I'm sure that she also drew upon the experience as a mother as she wrote this duet, showing what it's like to convince your stubborn child to do something that they don't want to do, although you know exactly what is going to benefit them the most. Come to My Garden, when contrasted with everything else from the show, is a bit of a mixture of everything. It is used to calm troubled hearts, to comfort a hurt child, and to persuade him to listen. It has a folk-like accompaniment with an operatic 18th century voice leading, and its musical elements are a key factor in the plot of this musical.